The best Kurt Vonnegut books. 1. Player Piano. Vonnegut's vision of an America restructured by industrial technocrats whose robotics in the workplace result in a devaluing of human participation. Vonnegut poses the question of human purpose in the face of a world commercially and institutionally driven to automate life. 2. The Sirens of Titan. The premise of the novel is that all of human history has been one big Rube Goldberg invention by the Tralfamadorians for the single purpose of getting a spare part to their stranded but intrepid intergalactic messenger, Salo. It takes nearly all of human history to do so. 3. Mother Night. The closest Vonnegut gets to Nazi monkey business until letting go in Slaughterhouse 5. Framed as Howard W. Campbell Jr.'s memoirs requested by Israeli war crimes investigators, he is an American by birth, a German playwright by occupation, an American spy and, by necessity, a member of the Nazi Party tasked with badmouthing the Allied forces through English-language broadcasts. 4. Cat's Cradle. The text follows an intertwining double plot. Jonah, the narrator, sets out to write the very human stories of the atomic bomb's inventors and their families as they remember the day Hiroshima was incinerated. Wrapped within this journalist's quest is the unmasking of government and religion as grand schemes to prod people who otherwise have no motivation. 5. God Bless You, Mr. Rosewater. Money is a central character in this tale. Specifically, the unequal distribution of money. Elliot Rosewater, president of the Rosewater Foundation, breaks with the notion of distant charity by leaving his loving Sylvia in New York to provide financial and spiritual ministry to the people back in his ancestral hometown, Rosewater, Indiana. 6. Slaughterhouse 5. The Dresden novel Vonnegut tried to write for more than 20 years, since rising from his underground meat locker into a splintered, melted, and massacred Dresden. 7. Breakfast of Champions. If Slaughterhouse 5 represents the fractured psyche of those suffering PTSD, then Breakfast chronicles how close one can get to the edge of suicide. Vonnegut squares off with himself, alternately examining that secret part of him which fears insanity and his more public character as a writer presenting novel explanations of our collective state of being. 8. Jailbird. Vonnegut's Watergate novel, rooted in the travesties of Sacco and Vanzetti as well as the early factory union movement opposed by private armies of strikebreakers, illustrating that our willful ignorance of historical truth consigns us to continued victimization. 9. Bluebeard. The memoir of minimal painter, Rabo Karabekian, admittedly saved by wonderful women he credits with bringing him back to life, Lazarus-like. The novel's arc culminates in unveiling Karabekian's masterpiece, a triptych entitled, Now It's the Women's Turn. It is the repainted canvas of his Windsor Blue No. 17, what was a single band of color representing one's individual awareness. Product suicide destroys the abstract masterpiece when the Sateen Dura Luxe paint peels away while stored in a basement facility. 10. A Man Without a Country. Vonnegut's manifesto, providing nuggets of wisdom and wonder about life's woeful ironies. This is Vonnegut shorthand, his voice, exploring human values and beliefs. Often using President George W. Bush, dunce-like, as an exemplar of those relying on misinformation or misperceptions presented as generally accepted principles, Vonnegut paints Bush's falsehoods as nothing more than guesses, myths, including religious theologies, and poorly conceived stereotypes. Thanks for watching. Check the video description for links to purchase any of these products.